Sequoia National Park is a national park of the United States in the southern Sierra Nevada east of Visalia, California. The park was established on September 25, 1890, and today protects 404,064 acres of forested mountainous terrain. Encompassing a vertical relief of nearly 13,000 feet, the park contains the highest point in the contiguous United States, Mount Whitney, at 14,505 feet above sea level. The park is south of, and contiguous with, Kings Canyon National Park. Both parks are administered by the National Park Service together as Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks. UNESCO designated the areas as Sequoia-Kings Canyon Biosphere Reserve in 1976. The park is notable for its giant sequoia trees, including the General Sherman tree, the largest tree on Earth by volume. The General Sherman tree grows in the giant forest, which contains 5 of the 10 largest trees in the world. The giant forest is connected by the General's Highway to Kings Canyon National Park's General Grant Grove, home of the General Grant tree among other giant sequoias. The park's giant sequoia forests are part of 202,430 acres of old-growth forest shared by Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks. The parks preserve a landscape that was first cultivated by the Montich tribe, the southern Sierra Nevada before Euro-American settlement. Many park visitors enter Sequoia National Park through its southern entrance near the town of Three Rivers at Ash Mountain at 1,700 feet elevation. The lower elevations around Ash Mountain contain the only National Park Service protected California foothills ecosystem, consisting of blue oak woodlands, foothills chaparral, grasslands, yucca plants, and steep, mild river valleys. Seasonal weather results in a changing landscape throughout the foothills, with hot summer yielding an arid landscape while spring and winter rains result in blossoming wildflowers and lush greens. The region is also home to abundant wildlife. Bobcats, foxes, ground squirrels, rattlesnakes, and mule deer are commonly seen in this area, and more rarely, reclusive mountain lions and the Pacific fisher are seen as well. The last California grizzly was killed in this park in 1922. The California black oak is a key transition species between the chaparral and higher elevation conifer forest. At higher elevations in the front country, between 5,500 and 9,000 feet in elevation, the landscape becomes montane forest-dominated coniferous belt. Found here are ponderosa, Jeffrey, sugar, and lodgepole pine trees, as well as abundant white and red fir. Found here too are the giant sequoia trees, the most massive living single-stem trees on Earth. Between the trees, spring and summer snowmelts sometimes fan out to form lush, though delicate, meadows. In this region, visitors often see mule deer, Douglas squirrels, and American black bears, which sometimes break into unattended cars to eat food left by careless visitors. There are plans to reintroduce the bighorn sheep to this park. The vast majority of the park is roadless wilderness. No road crosses the Sierra Nevada within the park's boundaries. 84% of Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks is designated wilderness and is accessible only by foot or by horseback. The majority was designated Sequoia-Kings Canyon Wilderness in 1984, and the southwest portion was protected as John Krebs Wilderness in 2009. Sequoia National Park contains a significant portion of the Sierra Nevada. The park's mountainous landscape includes the tallest mountain in the contiguous United States, Mount Whitney, which rises to 14,505 feet above sea level. The Great Western Divide parallels the Sierran crest and is visible at various places in the park, for example, Mineral King, Morro Rock, and the Giant Forest. Peaks in the Great Western Divide rise to more than 12,000 feet. Deep canyons lie between the mountains, including Tocopa Valley above Lodgepole, Deep Canyon on the Marble Fork of the Kauai River, and Kern Canyon in the park's backcountry, which is more than 5,000 feet deep for 30 miles. Most of the mountains and canyons in the Sierra Nevada are composed of granitic rocks. These rocks, such as granite, diorite and monzonite, formed when molten rock cooled far beneath the surface of the Earth. The Sierra Nevada is a young mountain range, probably not more than 10 million years old. Forces in the Earth, probably associated with the development of the Great Basin, forced the mountains to rise. During the last 10 million years, at least 4 ice ages have coated the mountains in a thick mantle of ice. Glaciers form and develop during long periods of cool and wet weather. Glaciers move very slowly through the mountains, carving deep valleys and craggy peaks. The park contains more than 270 known caves, including Lilburn Cave, which is California's longest cave with nearly 17 miles of surveyed passages. The only commercial cave open to park visitors is Crystal Cave, the park's second longest cave at over 3.4 miles. Crystal Cave was discovered on April 28, 1918, by Alex Medley and Cassius Webster. The cave is a constant 48 degrees Fahrenheit, and is only accessible by guided tour.